Welcome to my studio. This is Meghan Oona, and I'm just going to walk you through one painting, start to finish. This is from my new collection, Seeds, The Fertile Void. And as you can see, I am just getting started using acrylics on paper. This is paper that's mounted on a birchwood panel. And this is actually one of my favorite ways to paint. And as I started here, I was like, whoa, back to paper. I had been doing a lot on canvas, and it's just a different relationship with the water and paint and brush because it's so much toothier and absorbent. So speeding up for a little bit here, you can sit back and enjoy how the form and colors kind of start to take shape here. I never really make decisions in advance about the forms or do sketches before I start or anything like that. I just like to let it unfold as it will. So it's really organic and intuitive. And this has been a really nice change for my practice since I've been doing a lot of mock-ups and planning for Stardust, my last collection, which involved oil portraits as well. So this is a little more flowing and healing, and I'm really grateful for this process. So as you can start to see, this one is going in a really botanical direction, and I just found that delightful and I just went with it. And even though I don't plan the form in advance, I do go through phases of sketching that inform the work. And so here's a little peek into my sketchbook while I was pregnant with Phelan, because I was too exhausted to do much else, but I could sketch. I could sit on the couch and sketch while Iona watched Daniel Tiger. So this was about a year before this series started to come to life. So you can see the forms sort of start to mature a little in there, and I kept the decision to make the forms sort of suspended within the space of the canvas, not reaching the edges, and keep them like these little self-contained entities, just like little seeds. So yeah, if you're a fellow artist and you're stuck or in between series, remember your trusty sketchbook. Grab it and doodle, doodle, doodle. It'll lead you right where you need to be. And as for the color palette, it speaks of spring and the garden and softness, and there's a feminine quality with the peaches and pinks and pastels, almost an Easter bunny quality, which I find fitting for the emotional journey of this work, and a great contrast to the deep, dark, black chasms I include in each of these paintings. And there's also, you'll see sort of influence from bubble style graffiti writing, which I've always looked at and always enjoyed, and that's just naturally popping up there. I also do these little, I call them gravity studies, where whenever I see a piece of thread on the ground, I will stop and take a picture of it, or rope or something like that. So I am obsessed with that, and those forms also showed up, and I just realized that recently, like, oh, there's those gravity studies popping up. So also, if you're an artist, pay attention to what you're obsessing over in your camera, because that can give you hints about what you're interested in visually. Time for the size 0 brush. And I do like to outline it in black just to make it pop, to provide that contrast. And I do like to think of each piece like a strand of woven thread, and that also connects back to my ancestors and their fabric work. Weaving, knitting, crocheting. All these threads connecting me back to the lineage just of women in general, anyone doing this crafty work. then here I am adding that void, the cavity, the mysterious void from which we all come and go to, and I just love to see that contrast. Makes it pop. I always like to flip the work quite a bit. It helps to change perspective. And sometimes I'll also take the whole painting and move into a room with a big mirror and stand in front of it, and that is a great little trick to help you just gain some new insights about which direction to take it next. And there she is, almost coming alive. She's 16 by 20 on paper, mounted on this birch panel. She comes ready to hang, or would look great with a frame too. And I called this one Bud because of the botanical look, but I've also been calling my sweet new baby boy Bud and Buddy, and watching him flower into a little person from a seed has been pretty dang sweet. So this piece connected to that feeling of growth and joy and beauty and newness, new life, springtime, all from within this little seed that sprouted. There you go. There's a little peek. Hope that was informative. Please let me know your thoughts, and yeah, hope that was fun to watch. Thanks for being a part of it.